Atlanta United Fan TV 2-1 loss. Toronto FC, yeah, I mean, they were more clinical in the end. We definitely squandered a lot of chances. And at the end of the day, it's not the result that we wanted, and our season's over.
Yeah, I just want to say we looked really good tonight. Like, aside from, obviously our obvious mistakes that we should have had not happen, we looked really good. It's just Toronto, like you said, was more clinical in the end. It wasn't, I don't want to push Alan Kelly's buttons too much, but there were some things that he could have done better. Because if you're like the reigning MLS referee of the year or something, you're expected. You're put on a high pedestal. You're expected to officiate a game as best as you can. But I'm not going to complain about the refs. They're just doing their job. But yeah, Toronto just was more clinical, and they were there when we weren't. And we just got to work and build on it.
Yeah. Did we do our job at the end of the day today? I mean, essentially, yeah. I mean, I think it was still a very entertaining match that had a lot of chances. At the end of the day, it's the chances that we didn't put away that kind of bite us. But yeah, did we?
I think we did try to put all of our chances to the best of our ability. But when you're not, when you think you're putting in your best ability, try harder. That's the main thing. You just gotta try harder and make those chances become something that you think they can be. If you don't think they can be something, then try something different. Obviously.
Yeah. So in terms of that, did Frank de Boer maybe wait too long to make a sub? Because yeah, it's pretty deep into the second half that we finally make one sub.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like what Tanner said. It looked like Monterey. Back when we were down there, he waited until late in the game to make a sub, thinking that that's going to cause something. No, it was obvious during like between 50 and 65 that we needed something. We needed a new spark, and we did nothing until about the 73rd, 74th minute to bring Tito on. And yes, he tried to create chances. He did a great job, but the thing is that
it gets desperate at some point, and yeah, when you start losing time, and the other team's going to use tactics that waste time too.
Yeah, they're going to use our disadvantages to their abilities. And they did that exactly, but I'm not gonna stand here and talk about what we could have done better. Obviously, at the beginning of the season, there was a lot of disbelief on what we could do this season as far as making the playoffs. I bet you, if you were to ask every single person that was in that stadium tonight, if we were going to be in the Eastern Conference Final at the beginning of the season, after the first slump, they would have said no. So I'm gonna take this as a plus for us, honestly, because for us to work as hard as we have and come back the way we did and make it to the Eastern Conference Final when a lot of people counted us out in the beginning of the season, I say that's a win for us this season. Obviously, a new chapter is about to start. We got a lot of players that we need to get a signing on. Obviously, one being Julian Gressel. That man deserves all the world from this club. But we just got to work on what we did this year and improve. That's the best what we can do.
Yeah. Big up to Michael Parkhurst. What a career. I mean, what a guy, and I mean, what a first captain rep.
Probably the best captain this club will ever have. If there's someone who should have their number retired for Atlanta United first, it will definitely be Michael Parkhurst.
It's one of those things in football, soccer. It's not really like a retirement of numbers per se, but yeah, I feel you, man.
In that sense is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But he's done so much for this club in this city. I'm glad we were able to bring him a cup at least, not let alone Campeones Cup, Open Cup, and of course MLS Cup last year.
Yeah.
But all credit to him and what he's done to help build this club from the bottom up as our captain from, inaugural match to now. He'll always be remembered as, our first captain and always, have a place in everyone's heart in Atlanta.
This video is sponsored by Boru Boru Sushi. Get a $10 gift card when you mention Fan TV to our sponsor. Boru Boru is a fast casual eatery inspired by Japanese cuisine with a touch of today's approach towards custom-built meals for everyday lifestyle, specializing in sushi bowls, poke bowls, and sushi burritos in a delicious way. It's Customer Appreciation Week, so get in on their specials from October 28th through November 3rd.